Lueroi's Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Walkthrough, Part 70. Alright, we've reached another milestone. It's Part 70. And in this video, we're going to head south from Pallet Town because we found out there's really nothing useful to do here in Pallet Town, so we're just going to head south towards Cinnabar Island. And that's where Blaine is supposed to be, and he's the Fire-type gym leader. So yeah, that's our next order of business, and let's see, there's some grass right here. You can actually catch Mr. Mime and Tangela in there, so a couple of pretty rare Pokemon worth checking out. But for now, let's just go ahead and take on this swimmer. And she wants me to help her with her sunblock. I didn't even realize people put on sunblock in the Pokemon world, but I guess she's afraid of being burnt or something. So she's got a seal. Oh yeah, and before it's too late, the shout out for today is going to go to SVB5942. If you want to shout out in the next video, all you have to do is leave a comment below. And the reason this guy stuck out to me is because he had like a bunch of thumbs up on his comment. And he was disappointed that I didn't make a funny 69 joke in the last video. And I guess a lot of people agreed with him. And I was kind of trying to keep it a little bit more appropriate, but if you guys all want a 69 joke, then I've got one for you. So, what do you call 6.9? A great time interrupted by a period. Alright, so there's my 69 joke for the walkthrough. Sorry I didn't throw it in the last video, but since it's in such popular demand, I'll be sure to put in a funny 69 joke every time we make it to part 69. And now we're at level 48, so not bad. First swimmer goes down. And she's worried about her sunburn all over again. Alright, so let's continue along this route. Really all you can find here are Tentacool and Tentacruel, so you might as well spray repels. Nothing too exciting in the water. And here's a fisherman. So yeah, we're basically going to fight a ton of fishermen and a ton of swimmers on our way to Cinnabar. There's actually a couple of ways to get to Cinnabar Island, but let's focus on this Shelter for now. And you know what, Shelter? I don't like the way you're sticking your tongue out at me, so you're getting a close combat. That's right, for no good reason, I'm just going to use the more powerful attack. So yeah, down goes Shelter. Yeah, there's actually a handful of Pokemon that start out as a pure water type and gain an ice typing, like Seal, which we just fought, for instance, and Shelter, in addition, when they evolve into Dugong and Cloyster, gain the ice typing. Anyways, I just ran out of repel, so let's spray some more. And we're doing pretty good so far, so let's hop onto this next patch of island. That didn't even make sense. This next patch of island. This next patch of sand, I guess. And we have a bird keeper and a fisherman, so let's not fight the bird keeper with Heracross, let's fight this guy instead. But yeah, there's two ways to get to Cinnabar Island. You can go south from Pallet Town, or you can start heading west from Fuchsia City. Not directly west, you have to go south from Fuchsia City and then west across the water. Either way, you're going to have to surf a long ways and fight a bunch of swimmers and stuff like that, so there's no easy way to get to Cinnabar Island. But Cinnabar Island is one of my favorite cities in the game, or I don't know, is it a city or a town? It's one of the only places that's not labeled town or city. But I kind of like Cinnabar, it's just kind of all off on its own. It's got Blaine, which is one of my favorite gym leaders in all the games, so I like Cinnabar Island. That's probably one of the places I'd live. It seems like kind of a resort area where you just go and enjoy the nice weather all the time. Like the Bahamas or something. And yeah, I guess this guy just loves using CORSOLA, because I think he has 4 of them on his team. And CORSOLA is kind of an interesting Pokemon. It's a water and rock type. And all those Pokemon that have one of their typings, which are super effective against the other typings, it baffles me. I'm like, how is it possible? If you're a rock type and water type, like, wouldn't that just, like, kill you instantly? I don't understand, but yeah, CORSOLA's kind of interesting because you usually don't find pink rock Pokemon. And you usually don't find cute rock Pokemon for that matter, so CORSOLA's just kind of like the most random thing ever. I mean, look at it, like, what is this thing even supposed to be? It's just like, I don't even know. But CORSOLA is pretty crazy. I never really use him on my team, but I kind of wish CORSOLA would evolve into something awesome. There's actually a ton of Pokemon that I wish would evolve. I mean, I don't mind Pokemon that just have 0 evolutions, like Heracross for instance, but if they're crummy Pokemon, they should at least get something. Anyways, I'm taking out Heracross to take on this bird keeper dude. Surrounding yourself with bird Pokemon gives you the feeling that someday you may also fly. Dude, you think if you hang out around bird Pokemon long enough, you're gonna fly? This guy's crazy. And he's got a Farfetch'd. And Farfetch'd always kind of creeps me out, because I don't know what he's gonna do with that stick. And he avoided my attack. Crap. And agility, not really gonna make a difference. But yeah, seriously, why does Farfetch'd always have to carry that big stick around? That thing just scares me. Like, I don't know what it's gonna do with that stick. I can imagine a Farfetch just going crazy, then like everyone surrounds it, they're like, Farfetch, put the stick down. It's gonna make things a lot easier for all of us. Like, we can do it the easy way or the hard way, just put down the stick. You can never trust a Farfetch'd. Anyways, next up is Pidgeotto. So I'm getting all nostalgic with these old school flying type Pokemon. But yeah, Rock Slide takes him out pretty easily. Yeah, flying type Pokemon just don't mess around with Golem. Rocky's just too much for him. 895 experience points. And last up is Pharaoh, or Fearow. Do you guys call it Fearow or Pharaoh? Because I've always called it Pharaoh. And you're gonna use Agility. Why do they use Agility when they're already faster than me? Like, what, are you trying to set yourself up for the rest of the battle? Like, yeah, I'll take care of this Golem in a couple turns, but I just want to make sure I'm fast enough to take down the rest of this Pokemon. It's like, no, dude, you're gonna die in one hit anyways. Alright, so Pharaoh goes down. And looks like we're ready to move on. Yeah, you couldn't fly. That's right. Did you actually think you were gonna be able to fly? I would have loved to see that guy, like, get to that point where he was convinced he could finally fly and be one with his bird Pokemon. He would just, like, fall into the water and drown. Anyways, here's another swimmer, but I actually don't want to use Golem. Almost forgot. I do not want Golem up here, so let's go with Herbie, actually. And you know what? Crobat's kind of low on levels, so, let's go ahead and put the experience share on Crobat. And also, Meganium is kind of high on levels, so I don't need to have Meganium hogging all of the experience points around here. So this should work out pretty nicely. So let's take on this swimmer. Crap, what did I do that for? Dang it. I accidentally clicked the start menu. There we go. I love bikinis. If I had an electric bikini, I could wear them in the winter. I've never even heard of electric bikinis. Like, I'm no style expert or anything, but is that a real thing? Electric bikinis? So you can just wear them in the wintertime when it's freezing cold? Like, what is it supposed to do? Like, send shocks throughout your body to warm you up? That just sounds dangerous. And plus, why would you wear an electric bikini in the water? Then you would just, like, fry yourself to death, because you definitely can't have electronics in the water. If this girl follows up on her idea, she's probably gonna die. So we have two people that have crazy ideas. And I got to level 50, by the way, that's awesome. First Pokemon to level 50. But yeah, this swimmer thinks she's gonna, like, get an electric bikini. This guy thinks he's gonna learn how to fly. Like, both these people are gonna end up dead in a couple months. That's too bad. Anyways, there's nothing on this little island. There's probably an item or something, but I don't want to look around for it, so we'll just move on. And I see another fisherman, and I see another swimmer. Dude, look at this crazy guy. He's spinning around in circles while swimming in circles. Like, this guy's going hard right now. Gotta keep going. Like, dude, if you work yourself that hard, you're gonna, like, cramp up. Or just, like, run out of breath and drown. So here's another guy that's probably also gonna die. If he keeps swimming that hard, he's just gonna, like, cramp up or something. He's just gonna drown in the water. And no one's gonna be able to save him. But yeah, he's got a Quagsire, so Petalance should dominate this thing. But yeah, I'm pretty pumped that I finally got one of my Pokemon up to level 50. That's like one of the coolest levels to reach, other than 100, of course. So yeah, hopefully all my Pokemon get to level 50 pretty soon. And he's got Noctillery. Actually, one thing I wondered about is, like, there's always people swimming in these routes. Like, are they not worried about all of these dangerous wild Pokemon that are also swimming in the water? Like, think about it. If there's, like, Tentacruels, like, giant jellyfish that have, like, these crazy powerful stingers, like, why would you want to swim through that same water? I mean, imagine. There's probably people in, like, Ruby and Sapphire swimming in routes that are filled with Sharpedos, like, legitimate sharks. Like, are these people not worried about being eaten by the Pokemon? I guess I've never heard of instances where wild Pokemon just, like, attack and eat someone, but it would be pretty funny. And yeah, here's a fisherman. So I'm sure he's got some worthless Pokemon on his team. Ooh, he's got a SEADRA. Maybe not completely worthless, but still going to be pretty easy to knock out. One Pale Lance will do the trick. But at least we're seeing some good variety. I'm seeing all sorts of Water-type Pokemon. I mean, that's what I like to see. I hate when you just see, like, Tentacools all day, like, Fisherman send out Tentacool, Fisherman send out Tentacool, Fisherman send out Tentacool. It's like, really? That's all you have? Alright, so we are just flying through this route right now. Not looking back for anything. Yeah, let's get back in the water, fight some more swimmers. Find some more people that have potential to die within the next few days. Based on their crazy dialogue. Alright, here's another fisherman. Did you become a fisherman because you're patient, or did you get more patient because you became a fisherman? I don't know, dude. That's the question of the ages, I guess. I guess the real question is, did you become a crappy trainer because you became a fisherman, or did you become a fisherman because you are a crappy trainer? That's the real question. But this dude does have a lantern, so I can't hate on him too much. And a Petal Dance should knock this thing out in one hit. A lot of people don't realize that grass does normal damage against electric types. Electric is weak against grass, but grass is not weak against electric, so... For whatever reason, a lot of people will get mixed up with that one, which is kind of understandable, though. Oh, and next up is Mantine, so let's switch it out. This thing's a water and flying type. We'll go over to Aqua Volt to take care of it, since it's 4 times weak to electric, just like Gyarados. So yeah, here we go. Mantine's a pretty cool Pokemon, though. It's known for its high special defensive stats. But even though it's got good special defense, there's no way it can live an electric-type move. So this thing's going down. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I was not expecting to find all these awesome water types on this route. Kind of forgot that there's a lot of variety. But yeah, definitely. That's what I love about Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I keep underestimating that, or all the trainers, that they actually have good Pokemon, and not just crappy, unevolved stuff. Anyways, continuing along here, we're getting pretty close. Looks like we have a swimmer right here. Alright. I have no idea what he just said. Something about a Poliwhirl, but whatever. I clicked through the dialogue too fast to read it. And he's got a Golduck. Not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, the cool thing about Cinnabar Island is that it's known for the place where everyone completely, like, destroyed their red and blue versions. Or I shouldn't say destroyed, but completely hacked the crap out of their red and blue versions with the Missing O glitch. And that was known to mess up some people's games from time to time, but it was definitely, like, where I spent all my time just surfing up and down the ledge trying to find Missing O. Anyways, he's got a Poliwhirl. But yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with the glitch, you would go and talk to the guy that would teach you how to catch Pokemon. Then you would fly back to Cinnabar, and then you would just go up and down the ledge on the side, and eventually you would find the glitch Pokemon, Missing O. And it would know, like, Sky Attack and Water Gun. I think it knew Water Gun twice, I think. Something crazy like that, but it was a cool Pokemon to use. People had a lot of funny stories with Missing O. My funniest Missing O story was that I caught one, and actually used it and got it up a level. Let's fight this guy, by the way. But we should probably switch it out, because he's a flying type user. So let's just go over to Lantern. But yeah, I caught a Missing O, and I got it up a level. And it was at, like, level 256. I got it up one level, and it went back down to level 1, and then evolved into a Kangaskhan. It was the most random thing ever, but it was pretty hilarious. So yeah, Bird Keeper Easton's got a Doduo. Doduo is, like, its head-to-wing ratio just baffles me. Like, how does this thing fly? I can never get over it. And I know I bring this up every time I face Doduo. I somehow question the fact that it can fly around, but seriously, you have 2 heads and 0 wings. Like, what? But what's funny is that, like, Doduo, I wonder if, like, the 2 Doduo heads just hate each other. They just never get along. He's like, hey man, I want to go to sleep now. He's like, dude, no. I want to go fly around a little. One of them's like, I'm pretty hungry right now. No, I'm not hungry. It would just be the worst thing ever. It's just like Siamese twins Pokemon. It'd be even worse when you're a Dodrio, though, which is what he's probably going to send out next. Because imagine, 3 little heads that just never get along, and they're always arguing. Or I'd feel bad for the one in the middle. If the 2 guys on the side just ganged up on him, they hated him, they just picked on him all the time. Did practical jokes on him. Be the funniest thing ever. But yeah, I'm just thinking of random thoughts as I'm just destroying this guy's team. Steamrolling through the entire route. And he's got another Dodrio. Alright, yeah, I wonder if each head has, like, their own personality. They're all just completely different. That would be hilarious. Anyways, sayonara, Dodrio. Sorry it had to end this way, but not really. Alright, and I think we have, like, 1 or 2 trainers left before we get to the island, so... There we go, and Aqua Volt gets to level 49. So we're getting pretty close to 50 on him as well. Or I should say her. Because I know every time I call one of my girl Pokemon a him, someone says something about it in the comments. So there, I corrected myself. Anyways, let's... Oh yeah, it's kind of cool when your surfing Pokemon's already behind you because they jump in the water. Anyways, this is the Cinnabar Island entrance, but I think there's one more trainer over here that we haven't fought yet. And my repel wore off! Oh, I was so close, too. I hate when you run out of steps, when you're, like, almost at your destination. Anyways, we'll just spray another one, because I don't want to deal with Tentacruels and Tentacruels. So let's... Aw, crap, I just messed up my camera. Hopefully the whole screen isn't, like, completely off-center now. But anyways... Did she just tell me to put a swimsuit on? Like, seriously. Anyways, Swimmer Kendra, she's got one Pokemon, and it's a Slowking! Ooh, probably one of the most powerful Pokemon we've seen so far. Yeah, Slowking is just pretty awesome defensively. Slowbro and Slowking are two of maybe the most underrated Pokemon in this game. I was like highly debating using the Slowking, but at the last minute I decided to use Lantern instead, and crap, used Swagger! I hate that move so much. Any move that confuses me, I just despise. Alright, hopefully I don't just start hitting myself over and over. That would make my life miserable. Yes, finally you did it! Alright, so goodbye, Slowking. And I guess that's all the trainers on Route 21. I believe that's the route we're on right now, so... we are ready to head to Cinnabar Island and take on the gym leader, Blaine. And we are actually getting pretty close to getting all of our Kanto gym badges. So yeah, in the original games, the entrance was right at the north side of the island, but now you have to go around to the edge, and I did not mean to hop on this little island here. So let's do this all over again. But yeah, while we're wrapping things up here, you're going to notice, for one, Cinnabar Island looks a lot different, and secondly, you're going to notice there's a sign right here that tells you that the gym has been moved to the Seafoam Islands. So we have a few things to do. We have to check out what's going on in Cinnabar, and then make our way to the Seafoam Islands. That's all coming up in the next couple of videos, so stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys all next time. Ballin'! So glad this video is finally over. It took forever.